All right, today we're gonna do a quick comparison between my Trail Tails of Terror, brand new, and my classic Fission Trail. So let's go. All right, welcome back, or welcome in. We are gonna go ahead and get on with this comparison today. I wasn't actually gonna make this video. I was a little behind the curve when picking some of these up, but I was in the store, they had them. It was actually the only Tails of Terror that they had. So I went ahead and snagged it and was like, yeah, screw it. We'll do a comparison, because big issue that I have with my Trail is that it kind of turns and never comes back. It's a bit lightweight, it's 169, it's a Fission, and if I hit the line perfect, it'll fade, or it'll turn and then fade back, and I will get peak distance. I don't get that perfect angle often. So this one, actually shout out to Anthony Bonanza, saw a video of his, and when watching him throw it, it seemed a bit more stable. So we're gonna start out and we're just gonna kind of throw it flat Anheuser and Heiser lines and kind of see what they do and do a quick comparison, and then figure out if I'm just gonna keep the Fission in my bag or if this glow plastic is gonna make it. So we're gonna start off with the baseline, my Fission, since that's one I'm more comfortable with. And we're just gonna throw it flat and watch it turn. That might have been a bit of Anheuser. There is a bit of a tailwind today too. Not crazy, but it is existing. I'm pretty sure that came out a bit of Anheuser, so I'm just gonna throw this to match it. That way I don't have to run back and forth. I've got my son with me, and his patience will run out pretty quickly. Okay, that thing is definitely more stable. It fought back and carried that right turn for the most part, but it definitely fought back to where it was flying pretty straight by the end of it. So it might honestly be too stable as far as what I'm actually looking for to slide in. I don't really know. I am gonna measure that distance just out of curiosity. I'll let you guys know what it is when I get back. It's probably 350 or so, but you know, that's just my guess. Leave a comment, what's your guess, and we'll see who's closest. Okay, so the Tails of Terror actually was like 380, so kind of a bomb for me. Anyway, this one, that flat Anheuser line, never ideal for this. So we're gonna try again and actually try to hit that flat line and see what we get. Not bad. That's pretty flat. Honestly, that's not what I've been experiencing when it comes to that disc, so I'm a little concerned with my throwing ability at the moment and wondering if that's my issue. All right, we're gonna throw this one on a flat line as well and see if it gets that similar turn or if it just holds straight and fades. Wind plays with it a little bit, but wow, that is a nice line. Yeah, so wind played with it just a little bit, but straight, little bit of baby turn and then back. I kind of like that one a lot more than the other one so far, especially for the slot I'm trying to fill. I think, but we'll see. I'm actually curious to see how close it is to this basket that's out here in the field. I don't actually know the distance to that basket, but I'm gonna check them again, see where we're at, and then we're gonna throw them both on a bit of Heiser and give final thoughts and see which one's actually gonna stay in my bag. Well, Tails of Terror outdrove the Fission again. About 360 for the Tails of Terror and about 320 for the Fission. Gonna be kind of sad actually, because I really like this specific stamp. Just a very pretty stamp. But anyway, all right, we're gonna throw these both on a little bit of Heiser and give our final thoughts. And based off of the fact that I've liked the flight on 2 out of the 3 of these better, I think this one might be the one that ends up in my bag, because I don't think I can justify keeping them both. So starting off with the Fission again. Excuse me, handsome.
No.
Probably don't want to go back there, dude.
No.
See if I can take out his sister. She's kind of being mean.
Eh?
Oh, the wind is playing with that. That one just flipped up though. That's how it's supposed to fly. I'm beginning to think I just didn't get a very good pop on the first 2 throws because the fact that it stayed flat on the flat throw is just not normal. All right, so let's get this tail of terror out there and see what it does with that little bit of hyzer. I think it's gonna need less than the Fission did, but I'm gonna try to throw them as similar as I can and see what we get. Not even close to flipping up. That disc didn't want to do nothing. Yeah, I guess I'll go see what the distance is on the Fission, mostly out of curiosity than anything that actually matters for the video. So I'm gonna go collect those up, come back, give some final thoughts, and then yeah, we'll wrap this up. All right, so the Fission only went 360. As I was walking out there and guesstimating about where the pin is over here, I was like, dang, what are the chances I went 400? Not even close. Anyway, I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna give them a little bit more testing on my own time. Right now, I do believe the Tails of Terror is more likely to stay in my bag than the Fission is, but the Fission, it feels like it has a place for that long, slow turnover shot. I didn't get to really demonstrate it here. I think it's the wind not allowing it to have that turn because I do have a little bit of a tailwind. So it's keeping it a little straighter. But when it does, it just goes. And usually I try to throw it on open holes, but I think it has a use in wooded lines to hit those gaps and be able to turn. We'll see. I can see this currently being a bomber disc for me, just the way it flies, and kind of tight flex lines. So we'll see how it fits in. I might even be able to replace that Nordic Phenom PD I have, but that goes into my other field day practice outside of what I have planned for today. So all things considered, I think both discs are great. This one I especially think is good for anybody that's at a lower arm speed. It doesn't take as much. It's a little bit lighter weight, and it really is more forgiving at that lower arm speed to get the disc to do what it wants to do without having to fully get it up to speed. And you'll notice a bit more consistency. I think my biggest change that I've noticed is my arm speed is getting a little bit better. So now it's turning more than it used to, and that's kind of what's starting to bother me. But nonetheless, both are great discs. I don't think you could go wrong with either one. So it's been Disc Daddy. Until next time.